Hello, my name is LaGear, and I'm here to talk about the locking mechanism on a Structurefire HEN bladed nozzle. Why is it there, how to use it properly, and why it's a huge benefit to the end user. Now, right now, in the lock position, I can't turn this female swivel, right? So it's basically locked the female swivel on the blade tip. This happens to be a 1/60/50. This is my preferred 1 3/4 flow. All right, so here we have a HEN shutoff. Let's imagine this is on your crosslay or some other stretch bed on your rig, and you're putting on the bladed tip. Well, you leave it on the lock mode, and you screw it down tight. I like to do this. It's in the lock mode, and I'll actually use the nozzle itself to really tighten down the nozzle on there. So it's not gonna accidentally be unscrewed on the advance or anything. So now I have it nice and tight. Well, you'll notice this blue indicator here is the orientation of your bladed pattern. Now, we've tested the bladed pattern vertical, diagonal, horizontal. It's gonna do good distribution of water on the advance, right? But we know that some people like to hold their nozzle up like this with the bail like this way, and some people like to have their bail like this. It would be nice if you know the orientation of your blade in the smoke, so it's easy to orient it to the shutoff. So how would I do that? Here, I just turn to the unlock. I take this, you'll see. Now the blue indicator is in line with my bail. I turn it to lock. I lock it, and now it's there. It's there. This is how I fought fire when I was in the nozzle position. I like my bail up here. All right, my blade is horizontal to the ground. Let's say I go somewhere I have good visual acuity. I see a door and there's fire beyond it, and I can get an angle on it. Well, I could just grab my shutoff, turn it here, with it's turning this female swivel, and now my blade is in the vertical position, as you can see, and now it's in the horizontal position, right? The lock allows you to tighten it on and orient it, right? Now, what if you're a person who likes their shutoff like this, which has become popular in the fire service? I've locked it like this. Now I'm shut. As you can see, my blade is horizontal, just like the indicator, right? Now, if I wanted it vertical, I would have the shutoff open. Why do people like putting the shutoff to the side? You don't have to reach up over the top. If you slip or something, the nozzle comes back at you, it's gonna shut off. So it's become popular to hold the nozzle like this. But if I, again, for some reason in a fire, even in no visibility, decided, hey, I want a vertical pattern, I could just do this, right? So what did you notice? The only time I touched the lock was when I initially threaded the nozzle onto the shutoff and determined my orientation. So you could do that as shift change. If you're a nozzleman and you have it, the guy before you had it set up like this, and you want to change it when you come on, you would just turn it to the unlock position, move the indicator to the way you want it, and you would lock it. Now, my belief on this is a department's gonna settle on up or down. Obviously, this is gonna be a little bit of a preference. So we knew that feedback, so we made the lock. It's robust, it's durable. Don't worry, you don't have to be able to use it with your gloves. You're not gonna use it in the middle of fire. If you ever wanna change orientation of the blade on the fire ground, you're using this swivel back here that's attached to a hose, right? So again, the blade lock, that's what it does. It allows you to change the orientation, not at a fire, anytime you want during morning check, you could do it. My honest opinion is that it's gonna be tightened down on once, set by the engineer on that rig, checked at shift change. You should check your nozzles at shift change for what? Debris, real quick, I can see you right through this. These nozzles are smoothbore nozzles with no internal stem. They're always self-flushing. So on your nozzle check in the morning, you could just look and see where the blue arrow is. All right, so that's the blade lock in 100% detail. There's nothing more you need to know.